Hello, welcome to Almoha. When the ground beneath New York City rumbled unexpectedly, residents across the metropolitan area were left startled and anxious on an otherwise typical Friday morning. It was a typical Friday morning in bustling New York City when the unexpected happened. The ground started to shake. Residents across the densely populated metropolitan area felt the tremors, a rare event for this part of the country. The U.S. Geological Survey reported a magnitude 4.8 earthquake centered near Lebanon, New Jersey. The rumbling was not confined to New Jersey, though. People as far as Connecticut, Massachusetts, and even Philadelphia felt the earth move beneath them. Some residents near the New Hampshire border even felt the tremors more than 200 miles away. As the city dwellers felt their buildings mildly shake, many were startled and a bit anxious. Camille Lewis, who was at a cafe at the time, described her fear. "I haven't been in an earthquake in New York, and honestly, I was scared that something was happening. I'm glad that the building I was in held up, and honestly, I'm just glad that everybody is safe." The shaking lasted for several seconds, leaving people jittery about potential aftershocks. The New York Police Department and city authorities were quick to reassure residents, urging them to go about their day but to remain vigilant. Even the United Nations Security Council, meeting at its headquarters in New York, was shaken by the earthquake. Mayor Eric Adams advised New Yorkers to continue their routines, while Governor Kathy Hochul emphasized the seriousness of the situation, noting that this was one of the largest earthquakes to hit the East Coast in a century. The earthquake caused disruptions, with planes grounded at JFK and Newark airports, and train services running slower along the East Coast. However, New York City public transit continued to operate. Despite the surprise and temporary chaos, some New Yorkers, like Royce Brady, found a unique perspective. An English teacher, she planned to have her students write poetry about the earthquake, adding it to their studies on the upcoming solar eclipse. Reflecting on the event, Brady said, "It was just so surreal. To see my boyfriend's clothes all hanging out and then swinging was just such a surreal experience." While thankfully there were no reports of major damage or injuries, the quake left many feeling unnerved. James Pittinger, the mayor of Lebanon, New Jersey, near the epicenter, described the experience. "I was sitting in my home office when things started to fall off the walls and shelves. It was a crazy experience." This earthquake, while a rarity for the East Coast, serves as a reminder that New York City sits on geological fault lines. It also stirred memories of the 2011 earthquake that rattled the East Coast, leaving cracks in monuments and buildings. As the city settles back into its rhythm, residents are left with a unique story of the day when New York City unexpectedly shook, reminding everyone to be prepared for the unexpected, even in the concrete jungle.